George, last night at the President's residence was hosted by the Ministry of Education, the Council on Human and Social Development, COSHUD. They had their reception cocktail, and the featured speaker last night was the Prime Minister, speaking the first time publicly since he returned from his heart surgery. He brought some brief remarks, and here are some takes from that.
Having successfully emerged from cardiac bypass surgery a few weeks ago, I believe Dr. Nicolette Henry must have considered me fit and proper. I wish to commend you for keeping alive the spirit of Article 17 of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas by conscientiously promoting 1. Improvement of health and health services in the Caribbean community, 2. Development of education through dedicated training in the technical fields, 3. Development of coordinated policies and programs to improve the living and working conditions of our people in the Caribbean community, and 4. Development of our most valued human resource, our youth and women.
As Prime Minister Moses Nagomutu began his presentation, he hinted to the fact that this is his first public event since he returned from open heart surgery. He also spoke of the development that COSHUD has brought to youth and women in the educational system. He encouraged the folks to enjoy their cocktail and their celebration, and he also spoke on the fact that the sessions were obviously fruitful sessions. This was the 34th meeting. This period here was the 34th meeting of the COSHUD in this region. George, I had a pull aside with Ms. Bernard, and she's the director of COSHUD, and again, COSHUD is the Council of Human and Social Development, and she shared an overview of what the organization is and what it does, and indeed some of the things that she is proud of. Ms. Bernard, talk a little about this program, the Council on Human Development.
It is the policy-making body in human and social development for the CARICOM region. Now, this COSOD is meeting to look at the implementation of a strategy, a human resource development strategy that has just been developed for the region. My role as director is to coordinate among those programs. We had a commission that developed the strategy, and now we're moving into the implementation phase. And so what this COSOD will do is to look at the proposals that have been made for implementation and look to see how as a region we can organize ourselves to do that. We have, as a region, developed that system of Caribbean vocational qualifications, and several of our member states, including Guyana, can now certify students. Now, that certification is important because within the human development strategy, what we've done is to map the vocational qualifications, the academic qualifications, and so that's why we refer to a seamless system, so that students can move in and out and across, and so they're not limited to staying in a particular...
Right, I was just going to ask, does this vocational, the qualifications operate like the CSME?
No. Let me put it another way. What the vocational qualification allows persons to do is to move freely within the CSME, because it is the basis on which they will get a skill certificate. For example, for a welder to move, or somebody who is a machinist can move. Once they have that qualification, it is accepted throughout the region. That's the beauty of what we do in the CSME.
I overheard some folks asking you just now about moving on. Are you planning to retire from your position?
Yeah, I retire next week. I've been there for 24 years. Okay. So it's time has come for me to go. Yeah. Time to do other things with your life. Okay.
Well, Ms. Bernard, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for watching Headline News. Leave a like or a comment below. And for updates on the latest news happening in Guyana, click the subscribe button.